All right, so this is Contractor Connection, the Frontline Field app. As we log in, you can see that there are no create a user account. That's on purpose so that the only people that are supposed to be in here are the people that the owner adds themselves. But the owner can add unlimited users and have the setup encrypted login that is consistent across every other app out there. So if we click sign in, you'll log in to whatever account you have. You'll see that we logged in as the admin user over here. And we'll see some baseline, just how's my day going kind of information. We have today's activities for what's scheduled today. And you can see there are 24 overdue tasks. 23 of them are medium, 4 of them are priority. So that means that we have about 3 that are not quite overdue yet, probably part of mostly the low priority tasks. But as you start to have more and more people underneath your business, this will show you a snapshot of what's going on at any given moment. In certain companies, they make you pay for additional reporting. We just put reporting right in here and let you set it up however you want. And then you have the day's output, so you can see what was done that day versus what was supposed to happen. And you can kind of cross-reference to see what's going on in your business. Along with an activity feed on the right, you can go directly to the activity, leave some interactions, and say that, hey, this is what happened during the day and for this project. They all have details for you to click into, and you can go to the project right away and start to capture information in a very easy to use format. Add photos like this, put your photos in there, upload documents, and see it in the back end over here. You can swap between a basic detail view over here, where if you wanted to go see the status, the value of the project, timeline, when things starts, leave yourself some project notes, you can. You also have the ability to assign it to team members, which we'll get into here shortly. You can use either a team project owner, project assist, and shortly we're going to be adding crew. Anybody that you add to any of these categories only sees projects that they're responsible for or assigned to. The only reason we're seeing everything is we're logged in as the admin. And the admin has access down to the organization, which I'll swing back to in a little bit, which allows you to build as many people into this company or into this tool as you want without paying any additional costs. The way that we can do that is using a back-end system that we'll get into down the road. But this is a one-to-one system that you own, set up for exactly your business model, allowing you to capture whatever happens across the project lifecycle. From lead to close, we have everything here, or lead to fulfillment. Everything you need is in a single spot, either in the front-facing field app, which has permissions to add infinite amount of people, or in the back end, which we'll get to here later. You can see tasks. They have a modal right here to pop up and add a little detail if you want to add a description, track it by the details over here, or priority on top, status, the project that it's related to. Well, we were just in this project, so when we clicked into the details, we're going to see that it's related to these projects. The due date, who it's assigned to, leave any comments back and forth, and then mark it down when it's complete. This is the case for both tasks and deliverables. Tasks are essentially things that need to get done just at any given moment, and deliverables are the main services that you deliver. If you're doing a roofing project, deliver the roof. If you're doing a siding project, deliver the siding. And if you're doing both, well, now you can track them both in a single spot like this. Same thing like I was saying with tasks and deliverables. Add any comments to the deliverable or task and see it in a single spot to communicate back and forth with the crew or whoever's going to be assigned to that deliverable. Make sure that the project manager is moving it through the pipeline using both deliverables and tasks, and you'll accomplish the job very smoothly. Capture project or photos at the back end, put it all into a single spot, and put yourself together a very nice little package to show the work that you did. You'll see all your projects, all your photos over here, any documents you have right here, and it'll all be easy to use because it's synced back to that back end I keep mentioning. So that's the project overview right here. You can see all of your projects, go into it to see a highlight in a single spot right here, or you can select the project that you're looking for from the drop down up above. Search for it over here if you'd like, and on the top right you can see the meetings, settings, and sign out. Currently meetings are just for a view. There is a scheduled meeting button right here if you wanted to send a meeting over to a contact, but it is currently disconnected for testing purposes. So for right now, this meeting calendar is simply static, but it will come at a certain point where it has a completely cohesive syncing where you can see your day at a glance from what happened in the dashboard down to the actual meetings that you're going to be running and schedule it right from here as well. Over in the settings, we have the ability to add different team members. You can go add them their information, update their username, update their email, update their phone number, make them either inactive or active. And because they're not paying users, it really doesn't matter. Leave them inactive or leave them active if you want them to be able to log in. Turn them to inactive if you want to remove access from them. And then you have the ability to assign different roles. Roles are default to 7 default roles. Looks like I have that turned off for this account right now. I'll swing back around to show you the role permissions. I'll actually log in right now and show you that. And now that we're logged back into an owner permission over here, I'll show you what it looks like in the roles and permissions. So many of the companies that I've worked for and a lot of the systems I've seen don't allow granular permissions. But we decided to build granular permissions into this to say that if you want the crew to only have access to interactions, or if you only wanted them to have access to tasks, projects, and maybe a little bit of photos so that they can upload those photos and see those photos, well, now you have the ability to say, hey, your crew, you don't need to know anything other than how to press a button and upload photos. So now the people that don't really know how to do anything other than what they're really great at, don't make them do anything other than what they're really great at. Give them permissions for projects, tasks, deliverables, or literally any button that you see inside this app. We have basic default roles for crew, supervisor, or crew, marketer, supervisor, manager, admin, and owner. It's not in the correct order right now. Looks like we might have a sorting issue there, but hey, if you wanted to create a custom role, you can come over here and create a custom role. Project lead, we'll say project lead, leads the project. And because they lead the project, you now have a custom role that you can assign different permissions to, and then go back over to your team members database or team members dashboard and assign that role to whoever needs that role. Click OK, it's there, ready to go. And this allows you to build it out. If it's just one person, you can use this. If it's 100 people, you can use this. If it's 1,000 people, you can use this. And the reason that it works from 1 to 1,000 is because even if it's just one person, it's the same thing. The reason that typically companies go from one member or their niche to say like 30 member teams, it's because of the capabilities that they don't have built into their platform. So what we did is not only did we give granular permissions, we also created a dynamic org chart that allows you to break it down to divisions, say East Coast, West Coast, overseas, locations, individual offices. You can have multiple offices in the same state, multiple offices around the nation, and you can put them over here and assign people to those locations. Then you can come over to the departments and say that, hey, we have multiple departments in here. Maybe we have an admin department. Maybe we have a sales department. The salespeople are great at sales, so we don't have to worry about what they do. Just put it over there and assign them a sales manager. The dev people over there or the admin people, maybe they have access to a little bit more because they're managers. And the granular permissions allow you to pick whatever that is and assign it to those people. We have some things coming like OAuth for Google. Most people don't know what OAuth is, but it's just an easy way to sign in with either Google or Microsoft. Those will be coming here soon, but just to make it easy, they're not in quite yet for us. We also have the ability to add company branding. So instead of this logo, you can put your own logo, update the colors, add in your company information. So when you submit PDFs, it has your company information on those PDFs. That's what happens when we circle back over to the photos and documents. It allows you to add your own information to it and add your own branding. So those are the biggest settings that we use. There's some settings hidden behind the scenes over here that won't really get into unless you have that need, and that typically comes with the enterprise, and we would talk about it at that moment. But from projects to contacts to interactions with those projects or contacts, and the tasks and deliverables that you need to get the job done, it's all in a single spot. So we have the photos that are easy to upload a photo, choose a project, upload it right there. Simple, very quick. You don't have to pay anything. I think I mentioned that. Same thing for documents. Choose a project, upload the document, boom, you're done. Anybody that knows how to press a button can use this with a little bit of poking around and figuring out where it is. So you have the ability to come in here, do everything, see it all, and it's pretty much just an all-in-one platform that allows you to build your team to whatever size you want, and you never need to pay your price, and you never need to pay a subscription again. What more could you ask for? So that's the overview of Contractor Connection and some of the biggest features and how it all comes together. We can go into the weeds a little bit and show you all the little details, but we'll put that into the support section over here. And if you have any questions on how to do any little piece, it'll be over here. All right, talk to you soon.